Well, the other day I showed you this garden with the just the real nice composted soil that I've had wood chips on. If you didn't see it, you really need to see that video, how I transformed this soil, which is hard red clay, to this beautiful black goodness. And so you need to watch that. It's easy to do. It's not quick, but it is easy. But anyway, that's I'll show the video at the end of this, and you need to check it out at the end of this video. But when I came through and tilled it, my tractor is so heavy. That's about 6 inches deep. My tractor tires, ruts, are about 6 inches deep. So I came in here. I've done this before, spreading wood chips out in the pasture for the trees, for the pasture, because wood chips do a fantastic job out there also. But I'm using this little apparatus on the back of my four-wheeler and to spread this out, and as you can see, it's working pretty good. It takes all the ruts out, gets it ready for planting. Let me show you what I'm doing. So this is an old head gate I had given to me a long time ago, but it's for a dairy. That sucker weighs about 100 pounds. It's pretty heavy. It's heavy duty galvanized, but it does a real good job also leveling a garden spot in loose soil, and that soil is real loose. Let me set it up, show you what I'm doing here. Okay, so why am I showing you this when there is a 1,000,000 to 1 chance that you have one of these head gates at your house? I know nobody has one of these, but and if you comment and say you do, that's just amazing. That's 1,000,000 to 1. But you could something you can make a piece of cattle panel, like an 8-foot piece of cattle panel behind something like this will work real well. But it's got to have some weight on it, so you'd have to put some maybe some pipe or some haydite blocks or something on top of it, strap them down to where they're not going to move around. And in fact, if I came through there with a cattle panel on the garden, it would really smooth it out even more. And I might do that and just drag it by hand, just pull one through with a rope and by hand. But you can see how that would, if you had an abundance of wood chips, if you had somewhere and they were just bringing you wood chips, if you've got pasture land, even your yard. I put this in my yard before and got grass to grow where grass would never grow before. And so it's a great way, as I showed you in the other video, it's a great way to build your soil. So this is the wood chips. Here's wood chips I had left, just couldn't scoop up, just too small of a pile to scoop up when I was putting them on this garden over here. Maybe you haven't seen this, but I'll just come over and show you. This is where I'm going to put all my containers this year, and I'm not going to grow anything in these wood chips. I put them here just to mulch down and to become beautiful like that black soil over there. The soil over here at one time had almost 2 feet of wood chips on it, so the soil over here is pretty good, but I just wanted to rest it this year, and I'll work it next year probably, or the year after. The chips I had over there were chips that I had left from piling them on this garden here. Most of you may have seen that. And then running through it later on, I ran through it with a tiller, not tilling them into the soil, but just tilling the tops of them, chopping up some of the big sticks and wood and stuff like that, and just knocking down some of the mounds and hills and stuff, because that head gate thing is not gonna work for, you can see how the wood chips are balling up on it. And if I was in real deep wood chips, that's all it would happen. It would just really ball up. Now, eventually, if I was out in the open pasture and I was, you know, throttling up and everything, it'll bounce and hit some rocks and stuff and bounce and get those things out of there. But in this short space here, it just didn't have a chance. Anyway, just thought I'd show you that. It works good. If you want to level your soil, level your garden after you've tilled it, you've got a bunch of ruts in it from the tractor, just go through it with something like anything that you have. Like I say, that'd be too heavy to drag by hand. But if you got some cattle panels, something like that, and maybe have a four-wheeler or something you can pull behind, or just do it a cattle panel with a little weight on it, you could pull by yourself. And but that's just a good way to smooth out a garden, get it ready and level without the lumps and tractor ruts and stuff like that. Just a great way to smooth it all out before you start planting. And dadgum, it's getting close. It's getting close. Hope it's getting close for you too. All right, that's it. We're gonna put that thing back up where I leave it for another 2 or 3, 5 years, and then we'll get it back out when I'm 100 years old. I don't know. All right, we're gone.